Have a quick sip of water before we start the stream. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully, you guys aren't too freaked out by the market volatility we're seeing. So, Bitcoin dominance is still roughly around the same place it is. Ethereum dominance is right around the same place. Since yesterday, Bitcoin has been testing some lower price points below 47K. Gonna look at the 1 hour chart here in a moment. As you can see, Ethereum's below 3750. Altcoins are taking a beating as Bitcoin takes a shit on the whole market. Solana is right around 150, 155. Pretty decent price to buy if you ask me. Not financial advice, just got to reiterate that. So what are we talking about today? Well, don't lose faith in Bitcoin, you guys. I know we're seeing some market volatility these past few weeks. Total crypto market cap was like right around 3 trillion just a few weeks ago. Right now we're sitting at 2.13 trillion. Bitcoin dominance and Ethereum dominance right around the same place as they were yesterday during the stream. Bitcoin is testing those lower lines of support though in the 40Ks, mid 40Ks, pardon me. We will see here in the next few days how this plays out. Reason why I'm streaming today is because there's a lot of fear in the market right now. And personally, I don't understand why, because the fundamentals haven't changed for crypto, you guys. With this new variant, yes, you have the Federal Reserve talking about tapering temporarily, and inflation's not transitory like they claimed it was just a few months ago. So I don't know about you guys, but that's pretty bullish to me because inflation's going to continue as it is at its current rate. They might slow it down just a little bit, and that's why we're seeing all markets, not just the crypto market. We're seeing stocks tank as well, and other equities, stuff like that. So don't be fearful. And I'm going to show you the 1 hour chart. So as you can see, the bulls got rejected yesterday right around 47. Sorry, these lines of support are a little off. So you can see the bulls got rejected right around here between 47,300 and 47,800. They are retesting these lines of support down here right around 46,350. We'll see if that holds. Fingers crossed it does. Now, why are we talking about this range we're seeing here? Well, because if you look back at Bitcoin's history, if you zoom out, when in doubt, zoom out. If you zoom out, you can see Bitcoin was trading during a variety of ranges of prices for a few weeks, a few months in some cases. You can see back in September, we had that pullback right around Labor Day. Bitcoin went all the way from 52K, went as low as 39K, and we saw a lot of sideways movement from Bitcoin for a solid 3 to 4 weeks until we finally sprung up right around here towards the last few days of September, and then we started going back up to test this 52K. That resistance at 52K flipped to support, so that became pretty bullish, and then the bulls brought us up to a new all-time high right around 67,000, and then we saw some price movement to the downside. Bulls picked the ball right back up within a few days, and they drove it to a high of, what is that, 68,900, pardon me. And I mean, this isn't the first time we've seen this, you guys. Again, zoom out back here in the little bear market that we experienced during the summer. Bitcoin was trading between 29 and 42K for roughly 11 to 12 weeks. Not to mention, from its all-time high, it took roughly 14 weeks from that all-time high to hit that July bottom, which is where we saw the spring and some price movement to the upside. Bitcoin started to rally, and then we got a bullish August. And that's when we saw altcoins rally a bit. And then, if this isn't enough, you move back even further. Earlier this year, literally the first month of this year, back in January, Bitcoin hit a new all-time high right around 42K. It went sideways, price action went to the downside. It went sideways for a bit. And it took about 4 weeks to get past 42K again. So what do we see here? So we see 4 weeks right here. We see 11 to 12 weeks right here. And then right here we have another 4 weeks. Now I just want to point out though that this high up here, this all-time high established back in April, mid-April, was right around 64K, 64.5. And we didn't really start testing these lower lines of support till roughly a month later. So, I mean, just look at this, you guys. 30K from 64K. That's over a 54%, over a 50% drop in price in a span of a month. We haven't seen that out of Bitcoin just yet. I'm not saying be overly bullish, go long on your altcoins, go long on your Bitcoin, but I think we're going to be seeing a bottom here pretty soon. I've seen some YouTubers talk about we need to fill this wick, so we may see some downside movement temporarily, but long term, we're going to be going up and to the right. Because again, fundamentally, nothing has changed in the crypto market, you guys. We are still in a bullish market. I mean, inflation's still here. The Fed, along with other governments or central banks around the world, are going to continue to print. There's print money into oblivion, or fiat, pardon me. And yeah, that's why I'm super bullish, and you can't lose hope. The other thing that I need to bring up, you guys, is the fact that you need to look at your portfolio right now. You need to do this today, okay? You need to compare all your altcoins and compare them to Bitcoin and Ethereum. If your altcoins aren't moving faster than Bitcoin and Ethereum, then you're probably doing something wrong. I mean, you just don't have the biggest, or you just don't have the best pick at this current point in time. That's not to say we can't see some of these altcoins move a bit later, in the bull run, but like just do this to your portfolio right now. Hit year to date. So like Chainlink has been super slow mover this year. It went as high as $52, but at its all-time high year to date, it was like over, let's see here, that's over 150%. It's not too hot when you compare it to Bitcoin and Ethereum. If Bitcoin is still up 59.50% for the year, not bad, but not great. Ethereum's up a whole 416% year to date. Why does this matter? Well, you don't want to be holding altcoins that are moving slower than Bitcoin or Ethereum, you guys. So I'm going to hold Chainlink, of course, because it is a blue chip in the crypto space, and I think it will perform very, very well long term because it is the leading Oracle play. But then you have something like Ren. Granted, it is like a quarter of its all-time high, so its year to date would be closer probably to like 200% or 220% if we were right around that all-time high. But this is probably a position I'm going to be walking away from pretty soon here if we get really desperate for some cash. I mean, I'm running low on dry powder to throw into the market, buy some altcoins and Bitcoin. So I may have to take an L on Ren because as you can see, it has not performed that well. GRT is another one that hasn't performed that well Year to date, as you can see, it's only up 65.13%. That's not to say this number can't 5x. I mean, because to this price point, that's roughly a 6x, or sorry, 5x. So that would put GRT right around 300%. That's still well below what Ethereum did. Ethereum did 416%. If you go to the all-time high, it's probably closer to like 500, 550. If you're not, again, if you're not making bigger gain, or if you're not making more gains with your other altcoins when compared to Bitcoin or Ethereum, may want to reinvest or look into different altcoins, different projects. As you can see, like some quality projects for the year include Matic, Luna, Solana, even Harmony One. These have been killing it. Dogecoin has been very tame as of late. You know, Elon just announced that Tesla will be accepting Dogecoin. So that did cause a temporary rally for Dogecoin here in the past 24 hours. We saw it go above 20 cents. So it was very cool to see an altcoin in my portfolio in the green, but it was short lived. As you can see, it's back down to roughly 15.6 cents. Now, looking at the top 100 cryptocurrencies, you guys, just to give you the big picture, again, you want to hit that year to date. Look at this. There's projects that are red in the year to date. Celsius is in the red. I'm going to assume because of what happened recently, a particular person that was part of Celsius was arrested. I don't remember exactly the specifics, but I think that is why we see Celsius at the bottom of the list along with NXEM. Funnily enough, I was going to buy some XEM at the beginning of the year, and I was like, where do I buy this? Where do I buy this? I had several friends tell me, don't buy it, don't buy it, don't buy it. And look, 43.64% down year to date. No bueno, if you ask me. So where does Bitcoin and Ethereum stack? I mean, it's kind of funny and laughable when you have stable coins that are in the green year to date. Meanwhile, other projects like Tether, or another stable coin like Tether, and you have, Celsius token, XEM. These tokens these cryptos are in the red year to date. I think it's kind of laughable that a stable coin is more in the green year to date. As you can see, Litecoin, not a great mover, has not performed that well this year. But as we go further down the list, we finally see Bitcoin, 59.63% year to date. So you can see GRT, we already went over that. It's performed just slightly better than Bitcoin. So no bueno, if you ask me. Theta is even, almost up 100% year to date. All time, it's down quite a bit from its all-time high. But what I'm trying to establish here, you guys, reiterate, is that you don't want to be in projects that are either down, year to date, or they're not up very much. So let's look at where Ethereum is now. Ethereum's all the way down here at 416%. Curve Finance token is at 428%. See, so like these plays down here, like FTT, Cardano, even CRO, these are like better plays than Bitcoin and Ethereum if you want to make some stupid gains. That's not that. I also need to establish that with these stupid gains comes volatility. So though if you want those extra gains, volatility is the price essentially. So you may want to just stick with Bitcoin or Ethereum if you're not monitoring your portfolio every single hour of the day. I mean, I know a lot of us have regular 9 to 5 jobs. It's not always feasible to just hop on your smartphone in the middle of the workday, be like, hey boss, give me a minute. I got to check my crypto portfolio. Like that's not going to fly in a lot of workplaces. I know some of my friends will legitimately go to the bathroom, take a shit, and sit on the toilet for 10, 15 minutes and buy crypto. Like, you got to do what you got to do. But yeah, like, I don't like I said yesterday, I don't want to be managing 50 different cryptos, especially because like I don't have a traditional 9 to 5 job, like I have very short shifts, like 3 to 4 hours, typically speaking. My longest shift's like 7, 8 hours, but even then, like I have a lot of downtime. But even with all that downtime, I'm still not able to manage all these cryptos, you guys. So again, going to reiterate what I said yesterday. I think the best move with all this volatility is to just simplify your portfolio. Get rid of some slow movers and put all your money into plays that you have a lot of conviction in, plays that you see being here 5 to 10 years down the line. You don't want to be in a project that's, going to dry up in a year or two, or it hasn't really seen much gains. Like LRC wasn't doing too hot for like majority of the year, and then finally it popped up as of late because of GameStop. There's a rumor going around with GameStop and going to use LRC for some reason. I don't know why they choose LRC, but there was rumors going around about that. So that's why we did see LRC rally here in the past few weeks. So you can see year to date it's up over 1,000%. But again, looking at the biggest gainers, I mean, Gala's up a whopping 46,000% year to date. That's just ridiculous. Axie Infinity, a whopping 15,000% year to date. Sandbox, 12,000% year to date. Polygon, 10,000 year to date. That was my first 10x altcoin, Polygon. Thank you for that, because I mean, honestly, Polygon came in pretty clutch towards the end of the bull run. Before we hit a little bear market this past summer, like I took profits on my Polygon and I rolled them over into Bitcoin and some other altcoins. But yeah, I feel like I've rambled a bit too much, you guys. I think you guys get the point. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith in Bitcoin, because this volatility that we are seeing, it is the name of the game. It's the price you have to pay for these tremendous gains that you see in crypto. Just need to reiterate, last correction we saw lasted roughly 3 to 4 weeks. Bitcoin trading between 40 and 52K. For that, we had a mini bear market during the summer. We had Bitcoin trading between 29 and 42K for roughly 11 to 12 weeks. Going back a bit further to January of this year, Bitcoin was trading between 29 and 42K again, but roughly only 4 weeks this time. So as you can see, we see a lot of sideways movement from Bitcoin. It could be a few weeks, it could be a couple of months. As you can see, the little bear market that we experienced in the summer lasted a whopping from the all-time high Bitcoin, right around 64, 65K or whatever. It took us a whopping almost 4 months to come down here. As you can see, 14 weeks going on 15. Pretty crazy stuff. So do not lose faith. Do not lose hope with Bitcoin. Not saying go long on your altcoins. You know the drill. You just dollar cost average little by little. Spread out those buys. That way you're not buying everything at the same price or within a cent or two. You want to maybe wait till your asset drops another 5% before you put in another buy order or limit order, whatever it may be. Just need to remind you guys, I do have a limit order for Bitcoin right around 45K. Fingers crossed it fills. Fingers crossed we get a little bit more volatility. That way we can scoop these altcoins for even cheaper prices, because who doesn't like buying low and selling high? Even though I sold some of my altcoins in the past few days for the low, but it's the price you got to pay. Again, consolidated bets are key in this market. That about does it for today's stream, everyone. If you found it useful or liked it, please hit the like button. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified when we go live or put out a new video. Got some links down below, so please check them out. Get trading today over on Voyager and Binance US. Get some passive income on the crypto you're hodling, short-term and long-term, over on Celsius and BlockFi. Follow us over on Instagram to be updated about live streams like this, new videos, stuff of that nature. Till next time, everyone. Hope all of you have a wonderful day. Take care.